Okay, hello. People have been saying to me, well, okay, Greg, you're saying that if you change your perceptions, you change your emotions, you change your reactions, you change your behaviour, and you change your life. Okay, they say, I can believe that, but this business of changing perceptions, it ain't easy. How do I change my perceptions? Well, I've thought about that. I've wondered about that myself. I started doing exercises on myself. When I think about it, I could break it down into a three-step process that I engaged in. I think the first thing I did was that I would identify specifically the perception that was giving me a problem. So for example, I'd get into a fight with somebody and I'd get all emotional. So I'd start to say, well, why am I emotional? What's going on here? What am I thinking? Why aren't I calm and cool when I argue this point with them? Or when I discuss this point with them? I could get emotional in a conversation. The simplest thing to me when somebody was talking to me could be a punch in the face. I felt like some things were insults. So I had to identify what was the issue, what was the perception in that person's words, what specifically was giving me a problem, and why was I getting emotional? Why was I reacting to that? I have to identify that. Okay, so once I've done that, number two, I've got to get down and get creative. Once I've identified what it is that is giving me the problem, I've got to break it down somehow. I've got to start to say, well, look, what's another way of thinking about this? What's the opportunity in this problem? Or I've got to look at a problem and say, what's going on here? How can I think about this differently? What's a better way? What's a more empowering way of thinking about this problem? Number three, and this is deadly important, because all that thinking will do nothing unless you can do number three. I've got to will myself to believe. I've got to cultivate my inner will that allows me to handle defeat, failure in a positively effective way. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, identify the perception, break it down and look for the opportunity, cultivate my will, choose a way and cultivate my will to see it in that particular way. Good luck.